What's going on, people, and welcome to Premier League predictions for game week 33. Before I get into it, the target is 2,000 subscribers by the 1st of June, but I can only do it with your guys' support, so make sure you subscribe into the channel, the notifications are clicked on, so you know when I go live with videos or put up uploaded pre-recorded videos. Appreciate your support. I have been noticing the subscriber count going up recently, so I do appreciate it, guys. So come and join me on the road to 2,000 by the 1st of June, but if not, we'll still get there. But let's try and get there before Christmas if we can't reach it before June. But obviously, I'd love to do it before June, if not on June. So 2,000 subscribers by the 1st of June. Come and join me on the road to that. Let's get into it. So first up, tomorrow, 12:30 kickoff, we've got Tottenham versus Brighton. I've gone for a 2-0 Tottenham win. I'm loving what Conte's doing with them. Kulusevski's playing brilliant for them. Son and Kane at it consistently at the moment. I think they've got the best attack in the league right now on form, even over City and Liverpool. So in terms of fluidity and chemistry in the attacking third, I think Tottenham are the top team right now. And I think that they will get a result against Brighton, who have slipped a lot this season, I think. I had the consistency there with Potter. Some of the players not up to it at the moment. Morpay's goals have dried up. Obviously, Dan Burn moving to Newcastle. They're just not scoring enough, to be honest, when it comes down to it. So I think Tottenham will get a win in that one. I'm going to go 2-0. Manchester United versus Norwich. Obviously, the first game against Norwich earlier on in the season away was very difficult, and we only won it via a penalty, and we struggled in that game. So I think that it could be the same thing here. Even though they're bottom of the league, they've got the hunger, they're coming off a win, they're fighting for their life. So that can always get you a result when you're fighting for your life in terms of just the effort. So we do have to be at it. We do have to respect them in terms of we can't just show up and expect to win. We do have to perform. And I think we will get the win, but if we're like it was in the first game against them, it's going to be difficult, regardless of it being at Old Trafford, because we haven't been showing that fight and hunger that the likes of Norwich has been. So I do think we'll get the win though, but we need to get off to a good start and be alert and at it from the get-go. So I'm going to go 2-0 Manchester United. Next up, we've got Southampton versus Arsenal. Could be a very good game, this one, at St Mary's. I'm going to go for a 2-1 win to Arsenal. Wouldn't be surprised if Southampton could win and cause an upset, because Arsenal will be the favourites, but I think Arsenal will do just enough. They need to get a result because they've been on a bad run recently, consecutive losses, so they do need a result, and I think that they should get it in that. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Arsenal win. Watford versus Brentford. Brentford are on form at the moment, obviously beating Chelsea the other week, and then they beat West Ham last week. Confidence, momentum, Eriksen's really helped since he's gone in there. Tony and Mbeumo are on form, and I just like what they're doing right now, so I think that they'll get a win in this. I think Watford really struggling. The only thing in favour for them in this game is they're at home with their fans, but I think the way Brentford are playing at the moment, that they will get the result. So I'm going to go 3-1 Brentford. West Ham versus Burnley. Going into Sunday's games, 2:15 kickoff. I'm going to go 2-0 West Ham. Got into the semi-finals last night of the Europa League, defeating Lyon over 2 games. I liked how Lyon played, but West Ham crucial on the counter-attack and clinical. Rice getting another goal. They done very well last night away from home into the semi-finals to play Frankfurt, who knocked out Barcelona late yesterday. So West Ham could potentially go on and win the Europa League now and get into the Champions League next season. So I'll be keeping a close eye on them. But going into that Burnley game on Sunday, I think obviously fatigue might play a part because they've been playing in the Europa this week, but I still think that they've got the quality enough, even if they rest a few players, to get a result against Burnley, and I think that they will. So I'm going to go 2-0 West Ham. Newcastle versus Leicester. I'm going to go for a draw in this one. Newcastle are not dropping a lot of points anymore like they were, in terms of losing games especially. Leicester struggling more this season than previous. Maddison, they've just got into the semis of the conference, beating PSV yesterday of the Europa, and Maddison getting a goal in that one yesterday. So I think that they can cause problems, and I think that these two will cancel each other out, and I'm going to go for a 2-2 draw. Then going into next week's games, but for the same game week, we got Liverpool versus Manchester United on Tuesday, 8 o'clock kickoff. This used to be a game I used to look forward to when it was more competitive and the teams were more evenly matched. But nowadays, Liverpool are by far superior to Manchester United. It is what it is. And they embarrassed us earlier in the season, and I think that they will do the same again. I've actually gone for a 4-0 Liverpool win. I just think that our players aren't at it. The chemistry isn't there. They don't play for each other. Liverpool's fluidity and chemistry is there. Even if they rest players and bring youngsters in, they've got a great mix of players that know when certain players get dropped, they can come in and do a job still. So quality and depth throughout the team at Liverpool, and I think that they will cause us problems. So I'm going to go 4-0 to Liverpool. Going into Wednesday's games, Chelsea versus Arsenal. I've gone for a 3-2 Chelsea win. Obviously, they will be disappointed going out of the Champions League. Chelsea to Madrid, great game though, and they went out the right way fighting. Arsenal, as I said, they need wins right now, so they will be up for this game. And I think it's going to be a tight game, and I think it's going to be a fiery game with a lot of bookings. But I see Chelsea edging it at Stamford Bridge. I'm going to go 3-2. Newcastle versus Crystal Palace. I'm going to go for a 1-0 win to Newcastle at home. I like what Vieira's doing at Palace, but they're not very consistent. Some weeks they'll be brilliant, and then the next they'll drop points or they'll lose the game. And I think Newcastle, they're getting better and better as time goes on. They're understanding how they want to play more. And I think the chemistry is coming with them, and they got a lot of fight about them right now. And I think they're turning it around. So I do see them picking up the 3 points in this one. I'm going to go 1-0 Newcastle. Everton versus Leicester. I've gone for a 2-1 away win to Leicester. I think Everton are struggling. It's not a secret. Lampard, I feel sorry for him because I wanted him to do well there, but I just think the players aren't good enough and they're not playing for him. But saying that the players aren't good enough, I still think that they should be above where they are, but maybe 12th, 13th, something like that. But they're struggling a lot, and I think that will continue. I've got a horrible feeling that they might go down right now, so I think Leicester will edge that. I'm going to go a 2-1 away win to Leicester. Man City versus Brighton. I've gone for a routine win for City, 3-0. Brighton struggling, as I said, struggling for goals. City at home. I think that they might even rest a few players in this. Obviously, Walker and De Bruyne are doubts as well for the semi-final cup game against Liverpool, picking up injuries the other night in the Atletico game. So hopefully they will be back next. Well, I say hopefully. I just like to watch them, even though they're rivals. They're great players. So especially De Bruyne. I think even if they're not available though, that City will go on to win that game. As I said, Brighton can't score right now, and City have just got depth and quality all throughout the team. So 3-0 Man City, and then the last game on next Thursday, guys. Burnley versus Southampton. Dyche as well, I just remembered actually, Dyche has been sacked this morning by Burnley, along with some of his assistant and other coaches. I don't get the timing of it, because if they're going down already and they feel like they're going to go down, why have you sacked him? And also, you've sacked him at this point in the season with few games left. You might as well have kept him, because now you've got to bring someone in that is going to need time to get to know the players and how to play, especially if you're going to change how you play. So I think the timing of the sacking is a shock and a joke. It's not the first time it's happened in football, and it won't be the last, but it's a bit like the Mourinho effect, where they sacked him at Tottenham before the cup final. I just don't get the timings of some of these sackings. I think that they should have left it till the end of the season, but they've sacked Sean Dyche. I'm sad for Sean. He's done a great job there. He was there for 10 years, survived numerous relegations in the Premier League and kept them up. And I think it's harsh on him, and there's no loyalty. So I'm shocked at that, and I'm disappointed in Burnley for sacking him. I know they're struggling more this year, but they haven't given him a chance to keep them up again, and I don't get the timing of it, but I've got a lot of respect for Sean Dyche and what he did there. A great servant to the club, and it's a shame that loyalty wasn't reciprocated. So, but I've gone for a Southampton 1-0 away win, especially with that now happening as well. I think that the club and the players are going to be a bit all over the place, especially if they don't get someone in time to replace him. So I've gone for a 1-0 Southampton, winning that one away to Burnley. And that is it for this week's Game Week predictions, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, how you think your team will do, and your predictions as well in the comments. As I said, I appreciate everyone subscribing. I have noticed it going up recently. I appreciate the support. Keep it coming. and join me on the road to 2,000 by the 1st of June. And also later today, I'm going to be doing my starting lineup for tomorrow's game against Norwich and a reaction to Rangnick's press conference, which is about 2 o'clock. So I will be doing a video later reacting to his press conference as well as my starting lineup. So look out for that dropping later today, guys, and I'll see you later.